Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to another... No, this is not going to be a vlog. I'm so used to saying that. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shenita. If this is your first time visiting here, if it's not, welcome back. I realize that I haven't done too many Q&As. I'm going to try to do some active questions. I'm on my way to set right now, and over the next few days I'll be going to and from set. So I think at the start of the day I'll answer a question, at the end of the day I'll answer a question. So we're going to do that consecutively. We'll see how it goes. Cold in LA right now, you guys. We might be getting snow on the Hollywood sign. Can you believe that? I've never seen snow on the Hollywood sign. I don't even know if there's ever been snow on the Hollywood sign. I have no idea.
Snow in Hollywood, right? That's Mount Lee. That's the Hollywood sign. And you got a sprinkling of snow right on the top. That's about 1,800 feet. But as we push forward, you see some hikers coming up to the top there. You know, not enough snow to have a really good time and have a snowball fight. But certainly we almost never see this. Maybe once in a decade if we're lucky. And as you come around, you see the Hollywood sign. You see just enough to sprinkle the hillside here. But some of the homes off to the right side of your screen, they got hit with a little snow as well. It didn't last long. That's down around 1,600 feet. But certainly it's something we almost never see, Philip. It's a cool sight. We love the snow. We love the rain because we know the summer is coming eventually.
Oh, gosh, yeah. It'll be 125 degrees before we know it. Thanks, Scott.
Right now it's like high 40s, and it's only supposed to get maybe 50 degrees today and for the next several days. So it's cold to us here. We're not used to that. So I got on my big coat today. So the first question is, what is something that makes someone a good actor? And my answer to that would be someone who has a really good ability to observe and study other people. As an actor, you are portraying other people. We can study nurses if we're going to audition to be a nurse. We can study police officers and how they walk and how they carry themselves if we're auditioning to be a police officer. But even dig a little bit deeper, like why do people respond the way that they do to certain situations? How do they move within those situations? And a lot of the, I think, I'll say skills that I think that I've been able to pick up over the years is just been observing other people out in public. When you're at the mall, when you're at Disneyland, when you're at church, someone's kid is acting up. Maybe you're not a parent, and next week you have an audition and you're playing a parent. Just putting yourself in that situation, going to, and you know, it's not creepy, but like going to a park and kind of just studying how parents interact with their children and just picking up on those social cues. I'm actually, I think, pretty close to set right now. I've talked so long. But that's the first question, you guys. We're going to get through this. I think there's going to be a total of 6 questions that I'm going to try to answer in this little Drive With Me Q&A. And hopefully when I piece this together, it will make sense. So yesterday, my bright idea of answering a question in the morning on the way to set and then a question at night on the way home backfired because you guys can't see me at night. It's too dark in here and I can't have like a bright light shining in my face while I'm trying to drive home. So because I just got the shooting schedule for the next episode I'll work on, I know that I'm going to be working for 5 consecutive days. Yesterday, today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So what I plan to do now is just answer 5 questions. So I answered one yesterday, today's the second one, and then I'll do one Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, give me a second because now I've gotten into the eye of this storm. I cannot believe this weather. So the second question that I'm going to answer is, what is a good skill to have as an actor? This is not, I mean, yesterday I answered what makes a good actor. Today I'm just going to answer what is a good skill to have as ability to understand, learn, and memorize a script. A script is the lines and the written action of a play, a movie, a television show, a short film. It's what's going to happen. It's words on the page. It's what's going to be brought to life. That's the script. Your ability to read what's on the script, not just your lines, everyone's lines, the stage directions, the information that the writer is giving you about what's going on in the scene, the character, etc., etc. Your ability to read that, understand it, and then memorize whatever lines you need to memorize for your particular character or role. I really feel like I should be paying attention to what's going on, because I feel like I'm in New York. Well, I think I'm almost done answering the question anyway, so I'll continue. So, I mean, of course you guys know that your ability to memorize your lines is important. We can say for your audition, if it's something that you choose to do for your audition. For me personally, I will try to memorize my lines if it's not very many lines. But if it's something that's 3, 4, 5, even more pages, I'll try to memorize the, especially beginning lines, the end lines, and maybe some chunks in the middle. So there are moments where when I'm doing my audition, it will appear as if I know all the lines. Okay? So that's what I try to do. You know what, you guys, let me pause here. I'm going to come back in a few minutes once I feel more comfortable finishing. Okay, you guys, so I'm back. I'm still on the freeway, but I feel a little better about the situation. I was saying, one of the genres of the acting world, if you will, I have heard is a good master class in teaching actors the art of memorization. I would not know per se because I have never worked on one, and that would be the soap opera world. So with soaps, from what I understand, they get new scripts every single day, and during the course of taping, it's not uncommon for the writers or producers or director, whoever, I guess, to step in and actually change lines on the fly. The people that I know that have had the opportunity to work on soap operas all say that it is definitely a master class in learning the art of memorization. You're basically training your brain to memorize quickly. So, I mean, that is something that I myself even want to acquire, because it takes me a while to memorize things sometimes. What I will try to do if I 100% want to be off book for an audition, and or 100% need to be off book because I'm about to shoot something, is I will actually record myself saying the lines the exact way that I intend to say them during my audition or my taping or whatever it is. So I'll just use my phone. We all have a phone nowadays, and for the most part they have like voice recording options on there. I would sit down, and if I could, I would have my reader, which you guys know is my babe, my Todd, have him read with me, and I do record my lines. And then during the course of a normal day, depending on how much time I have between when I record it and when I need to use it, I will just listen to that recording on replay over and over and over again. And just like your favorite song that you listen to a million times, eventually you learn all the lyrics to it. It's kind of that same idea. So I do that. Or if I have an hour or 2 or 3 to sit down and really vibe with whatever the sides are, whatever the script is, and clear my mind and just focus on it, I can also memorize fairly quickly. But that's if I have the time to do that, which oftentimes I don't have 2 or 3 hours to just sit down and do nothing but focus on memorization. Hopefully one day that might be a reality for me, but right now it's not. So my first option is usually the one that I go for. For the most part, since I audition still for like co-star roles and guest star roles, I usually don't have a ton of lines anyways. It's very rare that I have like 11 pages of sides. So I'm able to get away with, again, my first tip that I gave you guys, because it's not that many lines. And that's if I want to memorize, if I have time to memorize. That being said, I feel like I've thoroughly answered this question. I think if there is like a variant of this question that I have not answered, please do put that in the comments and I can answer it there. But I think that I've answered the second question for the day. And it's going to be really fun editing these, because last night when I was sitting on set, I was looking at my footage of yesterday's answer to yesterday's question, and I was like, I don't even remember saying that, because you guys, it's early when I'm headed to set, and I'm there all day. So by the time I'm able to look at this footage, a lot of times I don't even remember what I've said to you guys. If I sound like I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, hopefully I won't. Hopefully I'll edit it good enough to make me look like a genius. I'm doing my best, y'all. Okay, so I think that's it. I will see you guys. I'm taking the weekend off. Well, not literally taking the weekend off, but you guys won't see me again until Monday when I answer the third question. Okay. Hi, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna get into answering question number 3. I've tried to do this a few different times today, but this morning when I was on my way in, my call time was 5:30. So by the time I got in the car, which was around 4:45-ish, it was still dark outside, so I couldn't record this morning. And then when you guys saw me this morning about to eat my breakfast, I sat down and was kind of eating and answering the question, only to realize that I wasn't recording the whole time. Hence why I am recording it now. I'm on my way home. It's about 4:45. I've been wrapped for the day, so I want to knock this question out for you guys. So question number 3 is, do you have to have professional training and or take classes to become an actor? The short answer is no, you do not. But the long answer, and this is my opinion, yes, you do. I feel as though it is imperative to learn in a classroom setting with other actors the basics of the industry. So if your goal is to be a professional actor, there are a plethora of classes out there that will teach you specifically what you need to know about the area of acting that you want to get into. So say, for example, if your goal is to act in plays, act on Broadway, if your goal is to be a commercial actor, if your goal is to be a voiceover actor, if your goal is to be a movie actor, a television actor, there are classes that are specifically geared towards each of those, because they're all so very different. From breaking down the script for any of those to actually what to expect when you go into the audition, how to execute the audition, what happens when you ultimately book it and you're ready to tape it or record it or film it. It takes you through each level of that. And I feel as though it's important to know those things before you get in the situation. Some actors will tell you, hey, no, I didn't need to take any classes. I'm a natural. This all just kind of came to me and I learned it along the way, which is great. But those people are very, very few and far between. Another reason why I think it's a good idea to take classes is because it allows you to network with other actors. So as you're trying to get new headshots, or as you're wanting to form relationships with an agent or manager or even a casting director, it would be in your best benefit to create relationships with other actors who can help open those doors, or at least provide some information for you. I think that answers question number 3. If you cannot tell, I am super exhausted. I'm on the freeway trying to get home. It's still overcast. It's still rainy. It's still freezing cold, which, you know, we need this weather. So I'm not too mad about it. I just don't like being out in it. So I'm headed home, and I will see you guys tomorrow for question number 4. I think I've honestly lost track of what day it is. I have to really think about it because all my days are starting to mesh together. Today is Tuesday morning. I am once again headed to set. As you can see, it's a little later in the day. Thank the Lord. I was able to sleep last night. I actually got some work done for my day job when I got home last night. Well, actually, when I got home yesterday, I took a nap because I was exhausted. And then I got up and did some work for my day job and took my shower and literally got back in the bed. So now I'm headed to set. It's a little after 8 a.m. My call time is 9 a.m. I'm on the freeway. So I wanted to answer question number 4 for you guys. Question number 4. Can anyone be an actor? I'll do a short answer again. Yes, of course. Now my long answer. Yes, of course. Of course, anyone can be an actor. When you look at your favorite television show or you go to the theater to see a movie that you've been anticipating to see, you will see that there's all different types of people in those projects, from newborns to elderly, different ethnicities, different genders. So that pretty much covers anyone and everyone who might want to be an actor. So with that, I would say, don't think that because of your height, or you may not think that you are super model-esque or attractive, or you're not young. Don't think that because of those things you cannot be a successful actor, because that's a lie. We can look at, well, the examples that come to mind for me as far as age is concerned, we can look at Sam Jackson.
Everybody shut up and do what I say. Get the money out. Stay cool. Nobody gets hurt. Take the money out. All of it. Don't stall me, fat boy. Let's go. Come on.
We can look at, who else was I going to say? Morgan Freeman.
I don't have time for Mrs. Elliott's problem.
Well, you better make time.
We are being crucified by a process that is turning black into a permanent underclass here, Frank. A permanent underclass. No, see, nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody. Mrs. Elliott's missionary zeal about Mozart has nothing to do with our problem. Nothing. What good is Mozart going to do a bunch of children who can't go out and get a job?
I'm sure there are many others that didn't get their big break until later in life, and now they are successful, famous movie stars. Not to say that that's where you want to take your career, because I know specifically for me, my goal is not to become a famous, well, I want to be successful, but it doesn't matter to me if I'm famous or not. Everyone does not have to know who I am. That's not my biggest goal. And actually, I don't want everyone to know who I am. I would like to have some type of anonymity where I can go out in public and people not know who I am. I would like the success. I would like to be a full-time actor. So yeah, so I say all that to say, it doesn't matter where you are in your life or who you are. Anyone can be an actor if they put in the work and they stay focused on their dream, just like, you know, anyone would with their dream. So don't get discouraged, you guys. Keep pushing. If your goal is to act and be an actor, don't let anything that I mentioned hold you back. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow for question numero 5. Good morning, you guys. Happy Wednesday. I am on my way to set for the last time this week, and I wanted to jump on and answer question number 5 for you guys. I'm sorry that I didn't time my hair better. I kind of look like a chicken today, but that's okay. You guys just came for the answer, right? Not for how I look. I'm trying to be ready for set, y'all. This is so humiliating. My eyes are a little heavy because the wind and the rain kept waking me up last night. If you guys don't know, I live in Santa Monica, so when it's windy, we kind of get the brunt of it because it's usually coming off the ocean. So yeah, I mean, I was up for most of the night. So we're gonna see how today goes. Hopefully I'll be able to close my eyes a couple times throughout, but I wanted to pop on and answer question number 5 for you guys. Question number 5 is going to be, and you know, this is now that we've gotten all the preliminary stuff out of the way. You guys know the basic answers to some basic questions. You guys have not let anyone deter you from following your dream of being an actor. So question number 5 is going to be, how do I get representation? When I think of representation, I think of an agent or manager that can then assist you with getting auditions. You can have either or you can have both. They do 2 different things. I don't think I'm going to delve deeply into exactly what each of them do, but I'll just say this. Both of them will usually have access to something called breakdowns. And what that is when someone has a project that they want to do, a producer has a project that they want to do, they will typically reach out to a casting director to help them cast this particular project. The casting director in turn will release a breakdown. And basically what that is, they take the script and they break it down by character and what is required to make this project. Thus, the term breakdown. And those breakdowns are sent out to agents and managers. Depending on the type of project, maybe if it's a short film or a student film, an independent film, they might be released publicly. So you as someone who wants to be an actor might have access to that on a website. There's various websites out there where people will post breakdowns for their smaller projects like short films, etc. So you don't actually have to have representation to start. You can use these different websites to your advantage to submit for independent and smaller projects like that. The way that, I mean, back in the day, and when I refer to back in the day, it's late 90s because that's when I started my career as a professional actor. So back in the day for me is late 90s. Back in the day when I started, we would take and I think I've talked about this in another video, or maybe even earlier in this video, I don't remember. Like I said, my days are getting meshed together at this point. But we would take our headshots and our resumes and we would send them out to potential reps and just kind of sit back and pray and cross our fingers and hope that one of those reps would reach out to us and say, hey, I think I need you for my roster. Come in and audition for me and we'll see how it goes. Nowadays, much of that, I think, is done electronically. Again, there are websites out there where if you have a subscription or if you have access to it, sometimes those reps, when they're looking, will release, you know, a little notice saying, hey, we're looking for new clients, submit your stuff, and if we're interested, we'll bring you in. Another way is connections. Just like I was telling you guys, I think on question, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3, when I was telling you guys about making connections in classes, acting classes. That's a big place for you to find out who's looking for talent. If you're talking to people in your class, you know, hey, who are you represented by, or who do you work with? They might say, hey, I'm with so-and-so, and as a matter of fact, they're looking for new clients. You should send them your stuff, or send it to me and I'll get it to them. So there's different ways that you can go about getting representation. And again, like I was saying a few minutes ago, you don't have to have representation for some of the smaller projects like short films, maybe local plays, independent films, student films. But if you want to do the larger things like film and TV and commercials, things like that, you have to have an agent. You have to have an agent or a manager or both, because they're the ones who have access to those types of projects. Building your resume, taking classes, doing the smaller projects, that's going to show these agents and these managers that you someday want to be in front of or someday want to sign with, that you're serious about making a career of becoming an actor and you're constantly in pursuit of it, and it just shows them, you know, that you know what you're doing and you're about your game. So those would be my tips on how to obtain representation in today's world in 2023. And I think that's all I got, you guys. If this video does good, if my 5 questions are helpful, maybe I'll do another video and answer 5 more questions. You guys let me know down in the comments. Until then, I thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video.
Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Nah, I'm not the problem. Man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy.